Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Let's go now.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
On play action, Lance.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The quarter blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he's got room. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
First down, here's Mitchell.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Here's Lance.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force, but we watched it happen.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 25-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Back to the ground here, Mitchell. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Now Gray on the jet sweep.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
That was J.J. Watt getting in there and getting him to the ground.
Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
2nd and 10.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early, but it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Lance and company going on 4th down.
That's to his running back, complete. Touchdown, 49ers.
Elijah Mitchell,
His 9th touchdown of the season.
and the 49ers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And Johnson's extra point up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their...
They'll throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. The Lions had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. And the tight end goes in motion left.
Right there.
On 2nd down, Swift. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll motion the tight end across the formation.
Pat the street.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he rifles one incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Let's go now.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Crack on 80.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He's got this, complete to Williams. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 18. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Swift going to try up the middle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 10 more there and another 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Here's Swift. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Ready.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Trap 19. Trap 60.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown from 8 yards out. And the Lions are an extra point away from drawing level. The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Let's go now.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense...
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now left side on the swing pass. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
All defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 45-yard line. Lance finding Kittle, 1st down San Francisco. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Okay, right? Check, pitch. Set.
A handoff from Mitchell running left. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Lance looking to throw it.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Right back to Swift again on second down.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they can keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Lance going to keep it on the option.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured up to the 9-yard run on the previous play. Getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was. And now it's 3rd down.
Throwing now is Lance. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Now a play fake. Lance
taking a shot for Samuel. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
To throw, it's Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Field goal unit and Brian Johnson out there.
From the right hash, this from 48.
Johnson's kick is good.
And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this one will actually go out of bounds, so no recovery. And that is how we conclude this first half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work, because he's going to look out of the backfield to his right and then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
This is caught by Williams. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
That's complete.
Is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
On the handoff, this is Swift.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts, because he definitely needs some assistance.
So first and second down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Once again, it's Swift.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will knot us up at 10. So they come away from this opening drive in the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
Touchdown, 49ers! Elijah Mitchell, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have moved out in front. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game. And on that last play, they actually went and reversed.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that as he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
(17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. A fairly short kick from the 14. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And they'll be stopped at the 28. On a play that started at the 14, they pick up 14. Lance now on first down. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now a handoff running through the middle. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
On second down, here's the option.
And some space here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
128 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Here's Lance to throw it.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and abundant.
Quick, yellow, ready.
As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39.
And while the guys with the ball are having a whole lot of fun keeping it on the ground, the guys on the opposite side, they are having zero fun. They've been getting pushed around the entire game and haven't found an answer yet to slow down the running game.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
Lance now to throw.
To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Now, meanwhile, the final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night.
Here we go.
2nd and 20.
Opposite, green.
A give running right is Mitchell.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Now here's a high-pressure moment for Brian Johnson.
And that is no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, Will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time looked well for a solid gain.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 41-yard line. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down.
18 Rattler.
They'll drop to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
From the gun, here's Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Warriors 70.
Looking to throw. That is caught. It's Williams. Touchdown. Jamison Williams. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Lions have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's Lance. Sharks got it left side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he will slide down, but a penalty marker down as well. And it looks like this is going to be all for naught.
Ready, break.
And Lance again going to keep it. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on third and very long.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Possibly a turn. On third, here's an option play right. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Able to pick up a dozen yards on the keeper, but now it's fourth down. Desperation time here. Lance got his target, Samuel. And he is going to have the Niners first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Here's Lance. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached. Because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane, and knock it away as we just saw there.
From the gun, a give to Mitchell.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with third and 11. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Lance back to throw. Completes it to Samuel. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 37. Lance looking to throw. Running the slant, Gray with it. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Mitchell. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult.
Now Lance.
And they do not get it. It's incomplete. They went for the win, and the big gamble does not pay off. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So they'll line up for the onside kick. 18 seconds to go. And this will be covered up by the Lions, and that might just about seal the deal. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when Coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Hey, check that. Hustle.
And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to a final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Lions,